Hey, Jack, did you really give Emily a $10,000 wedding gift? What were you thinking?
It was my dear sister's wedding. As her brother, I had to go all out.
I understand the sentiment, but that is way too much by any standard.
Shut up. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event for my beloved sister. $10,000 is nothing.
Then you should have used your own savings. Don't just withdraw from our joint account for the house down payment. Emily is your sister, but the gift should have been from both of us as a couple.
What's wrong with using our shared savings? Besides, Emily was overjoyed with our generous gift. Wasn't her smile worth $10,000?
No, it wasn't. I've had enough of your sister complex. Go get that gift back and return that money right now.
What? I think it's wonderful to care for one's sister.
But in your case, Jack, you've gone too far. You're always using our money to spoil your precious Emily. Our money isn't yours alone.
What's wrong with spoiling my cute sister? And don't be ridiculous about asking for the gift back. Are you trying to embarrass me?
You're the one who's wrong for using our savings without consulting me. If you don't want to be embarrassed, use your own money. If you won't get it back, I'll talk to Emily myself. Our gift as a couple will be $1,000 as planned. Anything beyond that should come from your own personal savings.
You can't be serious. Emily would be heartbroken if we take back the gift.
She'll survive. It's not like we're taking everything back. $1,000 is still a generous gift.
But it's already done. We can't just go get it back now.
Watch me. I'm going to talk to Emily right now.
Sarah, please don't do this. You're being unreasonable.
I'm being unreasonable? You're the one who spent our savings without even discussing it with me.
It's my sister's wedding. It's a special occasion.
Every occasion with Emily is special to you. When does it end, Jack?
You're overreacting. It's just money.
Just money? That was our house down payment.
We can save up again. Emily only gets married once.
And what about us? When do we get to use our money for our own future?
We will, I promise. This is a one-time thing.
That's what you always say, and yet here we are again.
Sarah, please. Can we talk about this later? I don't want to ruin Emily's wedding day.
Fine, but remember this conversation isn't over. Emily, thank you for inviting us to your beautiful wedding yesterday. This is really awkward, but could you return the wedding gift we gave you? What? I've never heard of returning a wedding gift. We made a mistake with the amount. Jack took $10,000 from our joint savings account without my knowledge. What's wrong with that? My brother prepared $10,000 for me, didn't he? Don't waste his thoughtfulness. I am absolutely not returning the $10,000 gift. My brother said not to worry about what you say anyway. Oh, Jack. My brother has always loved me the best. Since I was little, he'd do anything I asked. My brother loves doting on me more than anything, and I love my brother for that. So don't interfere, you outsider wife. I think your close relationship is wonderful too, but I don't want to interfere if I can help it. So please don't involve me anymore. Huh? Let me tell you something. Because of Jack's obsession with you, our household finances are in a terrible state. That $10,000 gift came from savings I worked hard to accumulate. Every time you ask Jack for something, our savings dwindle. That's not my problem. If you're short on money, you should just earn more, Sarah. After all, couples are supposed to help each other. If the husband spends money, the wife should earn more to compensate. What did you say? I'm going to keep asking my brother for things. He told me that even though I'm married, I'll always be his little sister. He said I could rely on him for anything, just like before. Emily, it's not how marriage works. Jack has responsibilities to our household now. If you have complaints, why don't you just get divorced? My brother spoiling me is practically his hobby now. A wife who can't understand her husband's hobby of doting on his cute sister has no reason to stick around. Don't say such ridiculous things about divorce all of a sudden. I'm actually quite curious. To be honest, I never liked you. You're always jealous and nagging about how close my brother and I are. Oh, I know. Maybe I should tell my brother to divorce you. He'll definitely listen to me. The sad part is, I can't deny that. Jack would do anything you say. If you don't want my brother to divorce you, then shut up. Don't interfere with my close relationship with my brother. So basically, you're telling me to accept everything silently, no matter how much our savings are used for you. The wife should shut up and accept it, right? My brother loves me more than his wife, you know. That's not something to be proud of, Emily. It's unhealthy. You're just jealous because you don't have such a caring husband. This isn't about jealousy. It's about respect for our marriage and our financial stability. Whatever, just stay out of our business. Your business directly affects my life and my marriage. I can't just ignore it. Try me. I'll make sure Jack chooses me over you any day. This isn't a competition, Emily. We're supposed to be family. Family? You're just an outsider who married into our family. I'm his real family. I can't believe you're saying that. Do you know how toxic that sounds? I don't care. As long as my brother is on my side, nothing else matters. This conversation is going nowhere. I'll talk to Jack again about this. Go ahead, because it won't change anything. Hey, we splurged on a suite room for our honeymoon in Hawaii. It was my first time flying business class, too. It was amazing. That's quite a luxurious honeymoon. I hope you and your husband enjoyed it. Oh, we will enjoy it to the fullest. I can't believe we're having such an extravagant honeymoon. It's all thanks to my brother. I'll enjoy it enough for you two as well. Wait, oh, don't tell me the honeymoon expenses. My brother paid for everything. I just had to ask, and he said it was for his cute little sister. You've got to be kidding me. We weren't actually planning on a honeymoon. That's why we had such a lavish wedding instead. But then I really wanted to go on a honeymoon. When I talked to my brother about it, he said to leave everything to him. This is unbelievable. A suite room and business class flights. How much did all of this cost? I have no idea. My brother just gave me a card and told me to use it as much as I want. I didn't bother checking the prices. Your brother is way too generous. He told you to use the card freely during the trip, too? Yes, he's so generous to his cute little sister and her husband. I just love my brother so much. I can't believe this. His sister complex has reached abnormal levels. Are you sure you don't have some kind of leverage over him? Of course not. My brother just loves me that much. Apparently he always wanted a little sister, and then I was born more than a decade younger than him. Of course he'd dote on me. The level of doting has gone way past any reasonable limit. To spend this much on his sister's honeymoon? Oh, that reminds me. You and my brother never went on a honeymoon, did you? No, we didn't. Jack said it would be a waste of money. We put that money towards our house down payment instead. Yet he can splurge like this for his beloved sister. Well, I guess that's the difference in our standings. I'm special to my brother. He's so generous, giving me such a luxurious honeymoon. And even his credit card, he's the best. That card isn't your brother's. Be careful using it during your trip. It should be deactivated by now. What do you mean? This is my brother's card. He gave it to me himself. I canceled that card right after he gave it to you. The only credit card your brother has is a supplementary card under my name. Once I canceled it, that card became useless. What? Why does my brother only have your supplementary card? Because he spoiled you too much? Remember when I said his sister complex was ruining our finances? Well, until recently, he was using his own card, but it got forcibly canceled due to late cash advance payments. So I reluctantly gave him a supplementary card under my name. I told him to use cash for most payments and only use the card when absolutely necessary. But I've canceled that card too because I'm divorcing him. What did you say? Remember when you threatened me with divorce? That's when I realized something. I wouldn't be in trouble at all if I divorced this idiot. A stupid husband who keeps using our money recklessly no matter how many times I warn him, and a stupid sister-in-law who takes advantage of that and acts entitled. Cutting ties with people like you would only benefit me, so I've been preparing for divorce since that day. So that's why you canceled the family card? Yes, that's right. First, I changed all the utility bills to be withdrawn from Jack's account. Then I secretly prepared for my life after divorce, and finally, I called the family card I'd given to Jack. Why don't you try using that card to make a purchase? I guarantee it won't work. This is terrible. We were about to enjoy some shopping. We were planning to go to the most famous shopping mall in Hawaii. It's just one card that doesn't work. Can't you use your own cards for shopping? We didn't bring any. We only brought my brother's card. Is that so? Well, don't tell me you don't have any cash either. We don't have anything. My brother said we could use his card as much as we wanted, so we didn't think we needed to bring our own cards or cash. If this card doesn't work, we're in big trouble. Well, that is a problem. This is all your fault. What are you going to do about this? Make this card work right now. That's impossible. Besides, I don't know anything about this either, so it's not my fault. I can't believe he even gave you the family card. If you want to blame someone, blame Jack for giving you a card he couldn't take responsibility for. Anyway, enjoy your honeymoon. How can you be so cruel? We're stranded here without any money. I'm sorry, but that's not my problem anymore. I've made my decision. You can't just leave us like this. We're a family. Family? Didn't you say I was just an outsider? You can't have it both ways, Emily. But what are we supposed to do now? I suggest you contact your parents or friends for help. Or maybe it's time for you to take some responsibility for your own actions. This is so unfair. My brother promised us this honeymoon. Life isn't fair, Emily. It's time you learned that. Your brother can't always save you. You're enjoying this, aren't you? I'm not enjoying anything about this situation, but I am done enabling Jack's irresponsible behavior and your entitlement. Fine, I'll figure something out, but don't think this is over. It is over, Emily. For me, at least. Good luck with everything.
Hey, what's going on here? There's a divorce paper in the living room, and all your stuff is gone. Explain this right now.
The situation speaks for itself, doesn't it? Please divorce me. I don't want to live with a husband who has a sister complex anymore.
Don't tell me you're still angry about the wedding gift. I'll apologize properly if that's the case. Don't say such stupid things. I'll return all the money I used from our house savings for the gift. I'll pay it back with my next bonus, okay?
Are you getting a bonus even though you were just laid off from your company?
Huh? Laid off? What are you talking about?
It's useless to try and hide it. I already know you lost your job. I took a day off during the week to prepare for the divorce. That's when I saw you sitting dejectedly in the park. I thought you were just taking a lunch break, but I got curious and observed you. You were just spacing out all day. I thought it was strange, so I contacted your company directly.
You contacted the company?
A former colleague told me there was a large-scale layoff at the company, and apparently your name was on that layoff list. But you've been hiding this from me all along, haven't you?
That's right. I couldn't tell you because I didn't want you to worry. I've been hiding it for your sake all this time.
You're misunderstanding something. I'm not angry about the layoff. I'm angry about something else.
Huh?
What I'm angry about is your actions after that. You lost your job, have no income, and can't find a new job. You have to rely on my earnings for a while, right? But even in that situation, you kept lavishing money on Emily. I will never forgive you for that selfishness.
Selfish? That's not... I didn't want to embarrass myself by not being able to give a wedding gift because of the layoff. I didn't want to worry you or Emily.
Don't be ridiculous. You just wanted to look good in front of your precious sister. You even gave Emily the supplementary card under my name. Don't involve me in your attempts to show off.
Huh? How did you find out about the card?
Your irresponsibility makes me sick. You try to look good for your cute sister while pushing all the payments and responsibilities onto me. That's why I'm divorcing you.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for hiding the layoff, for giving away the card, for always spoiling Emily. I'll fix all my bad points. So please don't think about the divorce.
It's too late to reflect now. I've given you many chances and warnings. You wasted all of them, and that's why we're in this situation now. By the way, about the honeymoon expenses Emily used up, you're going to pay for all of that, right? A suite room and business class flights, that must have easily cost over $10,000.
He was that extravagant? I can't pay $10,000 when I'm unemployed.
Just so you know, if you refuse, I'll process it as fraudulent use. I'm prepared to take this as far as necessary.
What the hell? We're family, aren't we? Are you blackmailing me?
We're not family anymore because I'm divorcing you. Besides, I never approved of giving Emily the family card. In other words, my card was used by a stranger without my permission. That's clearly fraudulent use. Well then, please sign the divorce papers and prepare the money for the payment.
Sarah, please! Can we talk about this? I know I messed up, but isn't divorce too extreme?
Too extreme? Jack, you've been prioritizing your sister over our marriage for years. This isn't just about the money.
I love you, Sarah. You know that, right? Emily's just my sister.
If you loved me, you would have considered my feelings before making these reckless decisions. You would have discussed major financial decisions with me.
I admit I made mistakes. Can't we work through this? I'll change, I promise.
Jack, I've heard these promises before. Nothing ever changes. You always put Emily first.
It's not true. You're both important to me.
Important enough that you hid your job loss from me, but still spent thousands on Emily's wedding and honeymoon?
I didn't want to disappoint either of you.
But you ended up disappointing me more than you can imagine. Do you know how it feels to find out your husband lost his job from someone else?
I'm sorry, Sarah. I really am. I was scared and didn't know how to tell you.
And yet you had no problem telling Emily about the credit card, did you?
That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
No, you shouldn't have, but you did, and now we're here.
Please, Sarah. Give me one more chance. I'll make it up to you.
How, Jack? How are you going to make up for years of putting your sister first, for lying to me, and for jeopardizing our financial future?
I'll get a new job. I'll cut off Emily if that's what you want. Just please don't leave me.
It's not about cutting off Emily. It's about respecting me and our marriage, something you have consistently failed to do.
I do respect you, Sarah. I love you.
Love isn't enough, Jack. I need a partner I can trust, someone who will put our family first.
I can be that person. I will be that person. Just give me a chance to prove it.
I've given you chances, Jack, so many chances, and each time you've let me down.
This time will be different, I promise.
Your promises don't mean much to me anymore. Actions speak louder than words, and your actions have shown me where your priorities lie.
What can I do to fix this? Tell me and I'll do it.
It's not that simple. This isn't something you can fix with a gesture or a single action. This is about a pattern of behavior that's been going on for years.
But there must be something. Anything. Can't lose you, Sarah.
Maybe you should have thought about that before. Before you lied to me, before you spent our savings on Emily, before you put her needs above our marriage time and time again.
I never meant to hurt you. Thought I was doing the right thing.
And that's part of the problem, Jack. You didn't even realize how much your actions were hurting me and our relationship.
I understand now. I do. Please, can we at least try counseling before we make any final decisions?
I've made my decision, Jack. I've thought about this long and hard. It wasn't easy, but I know it's the right thing for me.
Sarah, please.
No, Jack, it's over. I need you to respect my decision and sign the divorce papers.
I can't believe this is happening. I never thought we'd end up here.
Neither did I, but here we are.
What about Emily? Have you told her about the card not working?
Yes, I have. She's not happy about it, but that's not my problem anymore.
You left them stranded in Hawaii without any money?
They're adults, Jack. They can figure it out. Maybe this will teach Emily some responsibility.
I can't believe you did that to my sister.
And there you go again. Your first concern is for Emily, not for the fact that our marriage is ending.
That's not fair, Sarah. I'm devastated about our marriage.
Are you? Because it seems like you're more upset about Emily's honeymoon being ruined.
Of course I'm upset about our marriage. But I can't just ignore the fact that my sister is stranded in a foreign country.
And I can't ignore the fact that my husband has consistently put his sister's needs above our marriage. Do you see the problem here?
I don't know what to say.
There's nothing left to say, Jack. Just sign the papers.
Can I at least have some time to think about this?
Take all the time you need, but know that my decision is final. I'll be staying at my parents' house. You can contact my lawyer when you're ready to proceed with the divorce.
Sarah, wait!
Goodbye, Jack. I hope you find happiness. I really do. But I need to find mine too, and I can't do that with you. Please help me. I can't go anywhere or buy anything because the card doesn't work. Just make the card active for a moment. I'll pay back whatever I use when I get back home. No, please don't involve me in your troubles anymore. What do you mean, no? How can you ignore family when they're in trouble? That's terrible. The divorce has been finalized, so we're not a family anymore. Emily, you're just a stranger to me now. What? You've already divorced my brother? So if you're having money troubles, contact your beloved brother. I'm sure he'll help you as always. I don't need you to tell me that. I've already contacted my brother, but he said he couldn't help me anymore. He said he couldn't lend me even a single dollar. Oh, that's right. Jack lost half of his savings in the property division with me during the divorce. Plus, he had to return all the money he recklessly spent on you to me, which further depleted his savings. And after paying for your honeymoon expenses on top of that, Jack's balance is zero. He's unemployed due to the layoff, so he can't help his beloved sister even if he wants to. What? Unemployed? What do you mean? My brother was laid off? You should ask him directly when you get back. Since you can't use the card or anything, you can't enjoy your honeymoon anyway. Why don't you just go back home? Don't be ridiculous! This is our honeymoon! I absolutely refuse to go back so soon. Well then, just keep staring at the Hawaiian Ocean. That's the cheapest way to enjoy Hawaii. You've got to be kidding me. This is supposed to be our honeymoon. I thought we'd be able to indulge in luxury thanks to my brother. I didn't hear anything about this happening. If you have complaints, tell them to your beloved brother. We're divorced. I'm not involved anymore. Well then, enjoy your lovely honeymoon. How can you be so cold? We're stranded here. I'm not being cold, Emily. I am being realistic. Your actions and Jack's have consequences, and it's time you both faced them. But that's not fair. We didn't know about any of this. Life isn't always fair, Emily. Maybe if you and Jack had been more responsible, you wouldn't be in this situation. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Seeing us suffer. I'm not enjoying anyone's suffering, but I'm also not responsible for fixing your problems anymore. What are we supposed to do now? We can't even pay for our hotel. Well, I suggest you contact your parents or perhaps your new husband's family. I'm sure they can help you out. But they don't know about this. It'll be so embarrassing. Welcome to the real world, Emily. Sometimes we have to face embarrassing situations when we make poor choices. This is all your fault. If you hadn't canceled the card... No, Emily, this is the result of your and Jack's actions. You can't blame me for protecting myself financially. I can't believe you're doing this to us after everything. After everything? You mean after you consistently took advantage of your brother, drained our savings, and showed no respect for our marriage? That's not true. I love my brother. Love isn't about taking, Emily. It's about giving, too. Have you ever considered what your demands have cost Jack? He never complained. He was always happy to help me. And that's part of the problem. Neither of you seem to understand the concept of boundaries or financial responsibility. You're just jealous of our close relationship. No, Emily, I am tired of it. Tired of being the only adult in this situation. Tired of watching my husband prioritize his sister over our marriage. Tired of your entitlement. I'm not entitled! Really? Then why did you assume you could go on a luxury honeymoon on someone else's money? Why did you never consider the financial strain you were putting on your brother? I didn't think. Exactly, you didn't think. And now you're facing the consequences of that. So you're really not going to help us? No, I'm not. This is a problem you and your husband need to solve on your own. I can't believe this is happening. Our honeymoon is ruined. I'm sorry you're disappointed, Emily, but maybe this can be a learning experience for you. Learning experience? What's that supposed to mean? It means that sometimes life doesn't go as planned. It means that actions have consequences. It means that it's time for you to start taking responsibility for your own life instead of relying on your brother for everything. But he's my brother. He's supposed to take care of me. He's your brother, not your parent or your bank. He has a life of his own and responsibilities. It's time for you to understand that. I hate you for this. You ruined everything. I haven't ruined anything, Emily. I've simply stopped enabling behavior that was harmful to everyone involved, including you. How is this not harmful? We're stuck in Hawaii with no money. And whose fault is that? Who decided to go on a luxury honeymoon without bringing any of their own money or cards? But Jack said it would be fine. And you didn't think to question that? To maybe bring some backup funds just in case? I trusted my brother. Trust is good, Emily, but blind trust, especially when it comes to finances, is foolish. This is a hard lesson, but an important one. So that's it? You're just going to leave us out here? You're not abandoned, Emily. You have resources. Use them. Call your parents. Call your husband's family. Call the embassy if you have to. But it's time for you to solve your own problems. I don't know how. Then this is your chance to learn. Goodbye, Emily. I truly hope you can use this experience to grow and become more independent. Wait, Sarah! Take care, Emily. This is the last time we'll be speaking. Good luck with everything. Sarah, please don't hang up. I'm sorry. Emily, I appreciate the apology, but it doesn't change anything. But I mean it. I've been thinking about what you said, and you're right. I've been selfish. It's good that you're realizing this, Emily, but it doesn't undo the damage that's been done. I know, but please, can you give me at least some advice on what to do now? Okay, Emily, here's what you need to do. First, contact the hotel management and explain your situation. They might be able to work out a payment plan or at least give you some time to arrange funds. Okay, I can do that. What else? Next, call your parents or your husband's parents. Be honest about the situation and ask for help. It might be embarrassing, but it's necessary. I'm scared to tell them. They'll be so disappointed. They probably will be, but they're your family. They'll want to help you. You're right. I'll call them. Is there anything else? Yes. Once you're back home, you need to have a serious talk with Jack about boundaries and financial responsibility. I will. I promise. Sarah, I'm sorry for how I've treated you all these years. I appreciate that, Emily, but you need to understand that an apology doesn't fix everything. I know, but I want to make things right. Is there any way we can... Emily, I'm glad you're starting to understand the gravity of the situation, but my decision about the divorce is final. Jack and I are over. But if I change, if I stop relying on Jack so much... It's not just about you, Emily. It's about Jack's behavior. His lies, his misplaced priorities. Our marriage has been broken for a long time. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Thank you for your apology. I hope you understand now why things had to end this way. I do. I really do. I've been so blind. Well, recognizing that is the first step. Now you need to take action to change. I will. I promise I'll do better. Good. I hope you do, Emily. Not for me, but for yourself and for your own marriage. My marriage? Oh God, I haven't even thought about how this affects my husband. Well, that's something you'll need to address too. Your relationship with Jack has probably impacted your marriage more than you realize. You're right. I have a lot to think about. Yes, you do, and a lot of work ahead of you. Sarah, thank you for everything. Even though I didn't appreciate it before, you've always been the voice of reason. You're welcome, Emily. I hope you can learn and grow from this experience. I will. And Sarah, I'm truly sorry for everything. I believe you, Emily. Good luck with everything. Thank you. Goodbye, Sarah. Goodbye, Emily.
Sarah, are you there?
Yes, Jack, what is it?
I just want to let you know that I've signed the divorce papers.
I see. Thank you for letting me know.
I've also arranged for the repayment of Emily's honeymoon expenses. It'll take some time, but I'll pay you back every cent.
That's good to hear, Jack. I appreciate you taking responsibility.
I've been doing a lot of thinking since our last conversation.
Oh?
Yes. I realize how unfair I've been to you all these years. Always putting Emily first, neglecting our marriage.
It's good that you're realizing this, Jack, but you understand it's too late for us, right?
I know. I'm not trying to change your mind about the divorce. I want you to know that I understand now. And I'm sorry.
Thank you, Jack. That means a lot to me.
I've also talked to Emily. We've agreed that things need to change between us.
That's good. It's important for both of you to establish healthier boundaries.
You were right all along, Sarah. About everything. I was too blind to see it.
I'm glad you see it now, Jack. It's important for your future relationships.
I don't think I'll be looking for any relationships for a while. I need to work on myself first.
That's a mature decision, Jack. I think it'll be good for you.
Sarah, I know it doesn't change anything, but I want you to know how sorry I am. For everything.
I appreciate that, Jack. I really do. And I hope you can learn and grow from this experience.
I will. I promise. And Sarah?
Yes?
Thank you. For everything. tried to make me a better person for years. I was too stubborn to listen. But I'm listening now.
That's good to hear, Jack. I hope you can become the person you want to be.
I'll try my best. Goodbye, Sarah. Take care of yourself.
You too, Jack. Goodbye. Apparently, Emily and her husband's honeymoon ended up being just staring at the ocean. Because of that, the atmosphere between them became quite tense. I heard they even ended up divorcing at the airport on their way back. This is what you call a real honeymoon divorce. As for my ex-husband Jack, he seems to have moved back to his parents' house after the divorce. But because of the ridiculous reason for the divorce, neither his friends nor his parents are taking his side. What's more, every time he meets Emily, they get into a huge fight, with her saying, "It's your fault for spoiling me too much," and him retorting, "You said I could indulge you as much as I wanted." The once famous close sibling relationship in the neighborhood has completely disappeared.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.